Hey, how's it going? I'm Phil from Machine Head.
Robb, Flynn, Machine Head.
Okay. Okay, let's start with the name. How do you decide on the name Machine Head?
You know, it wasn't really anything complicated. We just thought it sounded cool. And, you know, we were going for, you know, just a real heavy sounding name that wasn't really tied to any kind of time period.
Okay. And how did you guys form? And how long? What is the current lineup of Machine Head?
How'd you guys form?
We formed, how did we form? Well, we formed in the early 90s in the Bay Area. And at the time when we formed, you know, the kind of the thrash scene of the Bay Area had kind of faded away. And we were a band that wanted to, you know, continue playing heavy music, but introduce new elements into the scene. So we recorded, we got signed to Roadrunner Records just on the strength of our demo, and they hadn't even seen us live. And in that time period, we weren't really playing with that many metal bands. We were playing with a lot of like kind of other bands. Like we do shows with Deftones, we did shows with bands like Rancid, you know, death metal bands like Possessed when they reunited, and as well as Violence, Testament. And so we got signed to Roadrunner Records and put out our debut album, Burn My Eyes, in 1994, and it has since gone on, in many people's opinion, it has gone on to become a classic album. And so here we are, and the current lineup is Phil Demmel, guitar, Adam Deuce, bass vocals, Dave McLean, drums, and myself, vocals and lead and guitar also.
Okay. All right, and how many releases has Machine Head put out?
Phil Demmel can answer this question.
Well, I'll try. There's been 6 studio records and 1 live record, and assorted like B-sides and EPs and stuff like that. But 6 full-length records, the latest being The Blackening, all on Roadrunner Records, and tapes and 8 tracks.
Okay.
And vinyl.
Okay, and what do you want fans to know about your latest release?
Phil Demmel would love to answer that question.
Oh, good.
What we want the fans to know about our latest release is that, I mean, we wanted a song, I mean, we wanted an album that was going to be classic sounding. We wanted it to be kind of a timeless feel to it, and we wanted it to be epic. We wanted it to be huge, and most of all, we wanted it to put out a metal record, you know, a non-hyphenated metal record. Machine Head is just we're a metal band, and we wanted to bring back a lot of the elements that from the previous albums. I think that this album encompasses all the elements from all 5 previous records, but we just wanted to give the song what it needed without any other agendas, you know, i.e. labels, radio, or anything other than writing for ourselves and what we felt that the song deserved. So.
Okay. All right. And who are some musical influences on you guys when you were young, starting out?
Oh, dang. I mean, you know, anywhere when we were young, from definitely Priest and, you know, Sabbath that we're playing with here tonight, up through Maiden and the Slayers and the Metallicas and
Megadeth.
Yeah, Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing a wonderful job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. A little scary. Okay, well, what songs do you think will really get the crowd going at your shows? What are the fans' favorite songs that you guys play?
Well, Imperium, off of our last album, Through the Ashes of Empires, that's always like a crowd favorite. A song called Davidian. The 2 new songs that we're playing here live on this tour are actually fast becoming crowd favorites. It's called Aesthetics of Hate and Now I Lay Thee Down. So, you know, and that's what, you know, that's about our set for this evening. So, you know, we haven't actually gotten the opportunity to headline on this album. We've been doing nothing but support slots. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and what is your favorite song to play live?
I don't have. I mean, I don't have. I like all of them. You know, I don't have like a favorite.
Okay.
I like playing Imperium. Well, I think whatever the opening tune is my favorite for that night, especially when the intro's rolling and your adrenaline's starting to pick up, and you tend to kind of blow your load in the first song a little bit. And Imperium and Clenching on 2 opening tunes are like, they're my favorite at the point. But like Rob said, you know, then the next one becomes your favorite. And then,
okay.
So.
All right, and what is something you must have backstage?
Vodka.
Ah, good.
We get the top shelf Grey Goose vodka, and we actually have like a saying, "No Grey Goose, we vamoose." So they got to come with the vodka, or we don't go on. Promoters, get it?
You too?
Yeah, I second that.
Okay, what do you say to all the musicians who want to be where you guys are today? What do you have to say to them?
You know, you just gotta really want it. You know, I mean, this lifestyle, that playing the type of music like this, you know, it requires a lot of sacrifice. You know, I mean, especially if you look at, even if you look at this package, you know, bands like Black Sabbath and bands like Megadeth. I mean, for years and years and years, they didn't get MTV play, they didn't get radio play. You know, it was very much spread through word of mouth and through the underground. And you know, especially if you want to play this type of music, you know, just, you know, forge ahead and persevere and keep on doing what you want to do, because eventually people will notice. And, you know, trying to stay true to the things that you feel are your strongest points creatively. You know, like, don't be afraid to try new things, and, you know, don't let people, you know, just kind of do what you do.
Okay. All right. And what do you want to say to all your fans on Rebel Access today?
Phil?
I'd like to say to all the fans on Rebel Access that, you know, this band is around because of the Machine Head fans. To this point, solely because of that fact. I mean, I joined this band at its very lowest point, and the one thing that I heard echoed from everybody in the band was that, you know, the fans you got to keep going. You know, they really, really had a major part in this band not giving up. So, you know, Machine Head is here because of its fans, and we really acknowledge it and really appreciate all the support that we've been given.
Okay. All right, well, you have any?
All right, that was well said. Amen to that.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Yeah, you did it.
You did it. Good job.
Thank